Cardi B decided to go for BumBum enhancement, and it turned out very, very bad. She nearly lost her life. This is what happened. This whole incident happened in 2014 when Cardi B was a stripper in one of the clubs in Bronx. All the guys that were coming there didn't like how Cardi B looked flat like a 2D cartoon. So she decided she would go for a BumBum enhancement to get more clients and make more money. But here's the thing, all she had was $800. So she went for someone who would do it cheaper. Just $800, she could get bigger BumBum and make more money. Why not go for that? $800 silicone injection from unlicensed client practicing from her own basement in Queens, New York. No license, no medical training. She went for the $800 silicone injection. But something terrible happened after that. The silicone began leaking after 5 days. I mean, her BumBum was leaking. So as the silicone substance was leaking, Cardi B has to go back to the woman. Let me tell you something about this woman. This particular woman has operated for a very long time. All she had was needles, some illegal silicone substance, biopolymers, and maybe some motivational quotes for the ladies. And these young ladies were falling for this cheap price tag. Just $800. They all want to have a BumBum enhancement at all costs. Everything was going on well. She was still in her illegal business, operating young ladies, and she was okay. Until one day, someone became a ghost on her table. So arrest warrant was granted. But before the police could raid the apartment and arrest this woman, she has closed the apartment and went somewhere else. She left America to Britain. Anyway, the British police arrested her. But guess what happened after the arrest? After the British police arrested her, they left her on monitoring bracelets. The woman who unalived somebody during an illegal activity was left in the streets of Britain, walking around freely. That makes me question how justice is served. Alright, imagine yourself in her shoes. Will you have returned from the US? Because the moment she stepped foot on the US soil, she'll be arrested and she'll be detained, maybe for life. So she didn't intend to even step her foot back to US. And yes, the police department in USA confirmed that even if she'll be back to USA, it wouldn't be now. It will take her a very long time to return on the soil of USA. And you know what? She wasn't the first person to go unpunished. There have been similar incidents in the past. Same year, a Bronx woman named Waleska Castillo was arrested for the same offense after practicing on a 48-year-old client. And this client was called Lesbia Ayala. She lost her life in the same process. This is where it gets really crazy and scary. This Castillo woman has already been arrested twice for the same offense, and she has been left unpunished. She went back to the same offense and still unalived another client. In 2011, she served 1 year imprisonment for pleading guilty for her offense. After that, they released her. If you are wondering why this practice is very dangerous and has taken many lives, this is what doctors have to say about it. When the liquid silicone is injected into the wrong area, it can travel through the bloodstream directly to the lungs. It causes something called pulmonary embolism. And here is what the pulmonary embolism means. A pulmonary embolism occurs when a blood clot gets stuck in an artery in the lung, blocking blood flow to part of the lung. Blood clots most often start in the legs and travel up through the right side of the heart and into the lungs. This is called deep vein thrombosis. And this pulmonary embolism is fatal. It can kill instantly. This is what happened to some of the clients. They died in the apartment instantly. It's crazy how these young ladies don't consider the life or death factor. They just go in for whatever. Whether it will ruin their life, they don't care. All they want is a big BumBum. Cardi B was just lucky. Although Cardi B was very lucky, but she had to deal with this for many years. The biopolymers were in her body causing fibrosis. Fibrosis is the excessive buildup of fibrous connective tissue, which is the collagen, caused by malfunctioning repair processes after chronic injury or inflammation, leading to scarring, tissue hardening, and organ malfunction. It can affect organs like the lung, liver, and heart. Key causes include chronic infections, autoimmune diseases, and environmental exposures, with risk rising with persistent long-term damage. So for many years, Cardi B has been dealing with this fibrosis. In 2022, she admitted having multiple surgical operations to removing the fibrosis. She said she has removed about 95% of the biopolymers from her body. So Cardi B came on live Instagram to advise the young ladies who are going for these cheap BumBum enhancements to be very careful. But here is the most regretting part of the story. She's still dealing with these biopolymers in 2026. So here is it. Cardi B is telling the young ladies who are going for this BumBum enhancement to chill out. Life does not end when you have a 2D cartoon BumBum. Life doesn't end there. When a BumBum is flat, just embrace it as it is and give yourself some motivation. Be confident in yourself, all right? That's what she's telling the young ones. This is very devastating and regretful. You could lose your life during the process. Cardi B has the money now, and she was able to make a surgical operation to remove 95% of the biopolymers in her body. Imagine the ones who don't have the money. What would they do? Which means these biopolymers will cause damage in their body, and it will eventually unalive them. Alright, share this video to a friend, a family, or anyone who think he needs or she needs to hear this, because this could save a life. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more stories like this. See you in my next video.